Mr. Penguin.
Good to see you, Mr. Penguin.
How you doing tonight, Mr. Penguin?
Fine, fine. Hey, sex upstairs later? Oh, it's good to be the Penguin.
Mr. Penguin, good to see you.
Okay, that's too many people saying hello to me. It feels disingenuous.
Ah, I actually meant it.
What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And you guys like the video, give a big thumbs up. You need to channel, make sure you subscribe. So there's great DC Comics content every day that you don't want to miss. Now guys, Harley Quinn Season 2 premiere is titled New Gotham. Now guys, I was really hyped for this episode, especially when I watched the Season 1 finale, and 2 months later we're already here with a new season. Like with this whole quarantine thing, with everything going on, everything getting delayed, it's nice to have Harley Quinn because I can actually watch a TV show. Like yeah, I have my comics, I have certain stuff to read, stuff to do, like YouTube, all that stuff. But it's nice to have actually a show to tune into. Like yeah, there's other, like a DC show. Like there's no other DC show out right now. Like Flash is delayed, Stargirl, I'm kind of interested in that. But Harley, I was really excited for it because Season 1 was great, guys. With especially the final few episodes with Joker, Harley, that like rivalry, and what happened to the Joker and Batman at the end of the season, that was awesome. And everything going on, and like the animation, the jokes, Kite Man was great, Poison Ivy Kite Man, Frank the Plant, my favorite character, it was just so good. So going to this season, I had some high expectations, and guess what, it kind of met it. Like I don't expect to be at like the quality of like the last 2 episodes, because like the ending of the season is usually better than like the beginning. So like by the end of the season, you get like the twists and turns, big stuff happening. But you expect it to be like, alright, it's gonna be better than like the beginning of the season. So right now it's just setup, jokes, and I like it. It's pretty good. And pretty much what is happening is last season, pretty much the whole Gotham had earthquake, went down, and the US has declared that Gotham is no longer a part of the United States. They're out. And Harley Quinn's reaction.
Sadly, Gotham is beyond saving. So it is with a heavy heart that I hereby declare that Gotham City is no longer part of the United States. It is civitas non grata. God bless the United States of America, and God help Gotham City.
Fuck yeah! Perfect to this. Like the opening of the episode is really great. And guys, what's happening here is like these villains like Riddler, Bane, Two-Face, Penguin, and they're all trying to like just do their thing now. There's no Batman, there's no Joker, there's no military, there's nothing to get in their way until Harley comes around. And guess what happens is Poison Ivy's like, hey Harley, you gotta take over before these guys do it. Harley's like, I will, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying all this chaos. I'm like, alright, this is gonna go wrong. And what she does, she shows up to like a bar, right? And there's all these different henchmen, goons. She gives like a speech about, you guys go rally against your different like Two-Face, Riddler, and be your own villain. And all these villains, I love this. When Two-Face goes in and his own guys go against him, like that was just so great. And especially the Riddler one. He shows up on broadcast, he's like, riddle me this, and this other guy's like, I am the Inquisitor. I was like, what? This is stupid. It was so stupid, but it was hilarious. And you have all these villains getting mad, and they're like, alright, we gotta meet up with Harley Quinn. So she gets an invitation to the Injustice League, which I like that, like, it was cool, you don't have the Legion of Doom, so let's make it Injustice League. They all meet up, and they pretty much show her a map. And guys, before we get into the map, Bane in this episode, hilarious. Bane there, he's on his chair, right? And he gets like a little tiny chair compared to a nice chair. And the map, it gets ripped and stuff afterward. He's like, oh, what happened to the map? And I'm still sitting on this freaking chair. And I'm probably not saying it right, but the joke itself when you watch it, it's hilarious. And Bane, how all the other villains treat Bane, is just so good. I like it. And guys, I just like how he mimics like the voice from Dark Knight's Rises. Like he did that in Season 1, but here it's even more hilarious. But guys, what we see is they pretty much put plots of land. Two-Face has a section of Gotham, Bane has a section of Gotham, Riddler has a section of Gotham. But the bad thing about this is Harley gets the smallest part, and it kind of looks like an island. Now guys, in the comics, Harley's actually on Coney Island. So maybe this is kind of foreshadowing that her stories will pretty much go to that place. Just like the Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palliot's, I think I pronounced his last name right, but Jimmy Palliot's run, which is really good. Like some parts is kind of stupid, but if you like Harley Quinn, you'll like that run. But just like that, you see her on Coney Island, so maybe like when you see on the map and her place is on an island, I was like, alright, I'm thinking of Coney Island, which is really nice. When we see this, And Harley's like, no. She rips up the map. She's like, I beat the Joker. I caused all this chaos. I should get the most land. And that's when Two-Face and all of them band together, they freeze her, and then we pretty much shift to just Penguin for the episode. Now guys, before we get to the whole Penguin, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy stuff, let's talk about Commissioner Gordon. Now guys, Commissioner Gordon, his storyline is okay. We see him like band together with like the police, they go against him, the police go with Bane and stuff. Commissioner Gordon, there's one part toward the end of the episode where he's like, there's two parts actually. First off, when he's at like the top of the roof, he has the bat singing, he's like, where are you, Batman? And you think Batman shows up, but it's actually Damian Wayne. I laughed so much, it was hilarious, because Damian Wayne's like, I'm Batman, and it's like, you're not Batman, you're not at all. And guys, later in the episode, Commissioner Gordon, his whole police gone, he threw his, well, he didn't throw his badge, but he's inside like his apartment with his wife. He's like, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna band together, like telling his wife this. He's like, we gotta band together, make a new police court, headquarters, this will be the place. And his wife's like, I want a divorce. And he just puts his head down. I was like, that was so good. But guys, the Commissioner Gordon stuff was kinda, it was going against what others. Like, so I wanna see more Penguin, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and all that stuff. But Commissioner Gordon just like, his scenes being like split in between the storyline, kinda thrown off the tone of the story. But still, it wasn't a bad subplot. But the main one with Harley, so she gets frozen, right? And she eventually, you see her, there's one scene like the animation looks really good. She's like looking through the glass, you see all the villains, they're just laughing at her. Like the animation there looks so good. And the animation throughout is really good too. But guys, you see like Clayface, they all show up because Penguin walks in. It's a couple, I think it's like 2 months later. He walks in and he's like, yeah, thank you. There's one scene where everybody's like, they're greeting Penguin and he gets greeted so much. It's like, oh, hi Penguin, hi Penguin. He goes into the elevator and another guy's like, hi Penguin. Penguin shoots him in the belly. He's like, I'm tired of hearing that. Like, it was nice at first, but when everybody's just saying hi to me every few seconds, I get a little mad. So I like that, that was great. And we see Penguin, he shows up, he's like, we finally have Harley Quinn. And she's gone. Like, Poison Ivy, Clayface, they got away with her. It was a good plan, it was really good. But then they go after them, and Harley actually, they all like get captive, like not captive, but they get stopped, and the henchmen start to fight off Poison Ivy, and Harley gets thrown into this room with Penguin. And guys, I love this scene where Penguin, so Harley is pretty much in the ice thing, and she just has her like face exposed, and she bites out Penguin's nose. That was a gruesome scene, but it was really good. And she gets out and they have this whole fight, the whole thing's in chaos. She's going around, and guys, Penguin getting killed, like wow. Like, and by the way guys, this is a spoiler video. If you're watching this and you think, oh, not spoiler, I didn't put in the title, so obviously it's a spoiler review, but still, he gets killed, and that scene it shocked me, alright? Because you killing off Penguin, like yeah, last season you killed off Scarecrow, which is a big deal. Like I was shocked by Joker when he just killed him, that was crazy. But then this scene, when you kill Penguin, Harley just shoves the freaking like one part of her bat into his belly. I was like, holy crap. And Poison Ivy walks in, she's like, whoa Harley, you good? And they get out of there, they get back, and Harley's like, alright, we're all good, so let's, now it's time for me to rule Gotham. I have the motivation now. And Poison Ivy's like, well, you've been gone for 2 months, and actually the other villains have taken over. Like all the plots of land, they've taken over everything. It actually looks really cool. I like the scene where it's going to different city, like different parts of the city. It shows like, oh, this is Riddler section, this Two-Face section, this is Bane section. And I'm looking forward to see how Harley deals with this in like the coming episodes. Like it'll be funny. Like guys, the Penguin and Harley scenes, all of them are funny. Even one when Penguin dies, like somehow they made that funny. But guys, and you see all that stuff turn out, and Harley's like, alright, pulls out a new bat, and it looks really cool. It has like different spikes on it. I'm like, let's go. This like channels like the new season. So she's ready to go fight off the different villains, and she puts up her bat, and like a strike of lightning hits, and Poison Ivy's like, cool. And that's how the episode ends. And I like that. Like, that was good. It was a solid ending. It sets up everything. Now we get to the really good stuff in the next few episodes, which I'm really excited for. I'm excited to see the episode when Harley goes to Bane's land, because all these people being under Bane, who's pretty much stupid in the series, is just be hilarious. Now, a couple things I didn't like was one, Cyborg Man. I didn't like him in this episode. His whole thing about Vietnam and the flashbacks. I was like, that's dumb. Like, it's just stupid. And it's just thrown off the tone of the story. And then Clayface is good. I like him. We didn't get enough of Dr. Psycho at all. He barely showed up, which I'm a big fan of Dr. Psycho. Now, King Shark, he got one great scene. One great scene is when they bring in like a chef at the beginning of the episode, and the chef is making tuna, but King Shark gets this guy, eats his head off, and gives to the chef, hey, can you cook this? I laughed a lot, because that was hilarious. But other than that, King Shark barely showed up, which I was kind of like, come on, like really? And then one other thing is, well, two things. Kite Man and Frank the Plant didn't show up at all, which is really disappointing because I like those characters. But I'm pretty sure they'll show up in like the coming episodes, so that'll be really good. But yeah, guys, other than that, it was more like I wish there was more screen time for other characters, but that's really just a big flaw. But guys, this episode is pretty solid. I like it. The animation was good. The story started out well. It has like a new interesting take, like a new status quo. And Harley was great herself. And actually, before I give my final score, there's one other scene that I forgot to mention. And guys, that's like the end credits scene where you see like these like different nurses find Batman, and they find out it's Bruce Wayne. Now that could be a big deal. It could just be like, okay, it's just a side story in the season, but it could also be a really big deal that I'm looking forward to see how it develops. So I'm gonna know if, okay, Bruce's identity exposed, could that be something that interferes with Harley's world? Could it just be something that's a big deal? Because in the comics, if Batman's identity gets exposed, that's big. Like all these villains now know his identity, he can go after people. Could we eventually see like a Harley and Batman team up against all these villains? Who knows, but I'm excited. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm gonna give this episode an 8.3 out of 10. It was a great episode, great start to the season. Totally recommend it, and I'm excited for the next 12 episodes. It's a 13-episode season, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So guys, I'd like to know in the comment section below what are you guys' theories and opinions on this episode. How do you think the rest of the season will turn out? What will happen with this whole like Harley versus all these villains and Gotham saving like separate from the US? What's gonna happen there, and what's gonna happen with like Bruce now that his identity is exposed. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so there's great discounts content every day that you don't want to miss. And yeah, guys, that's the video, and peace out.